Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a story time video. So if you are new to my channel, then you picked the best day to hang around because I'm going to be telling an embarrassing story about myself. So the story I'm going to be telling you guys about today is the time that I passed out on the toilet. Really happened. Really embarrassing. But also kind of funny, so I thought I would share it with you guys. So rewind about 6 months ago or so, and we were still living in our old house, and I was having like periodic bouts of abdominal pain, not super intense, just kind of uncomfortable, felt kind of like gas pains. And so I thought maybe it was something that I was eating. It was bugging my stomach, but it wasn't so bad that I thought I needed to go to the doctor, or it just wasn't alarming, so I didn't think much of it. And then one day, I believe it was a Saturday, because my husband was home. Either it was a Saturday or it was earlier in the morning before he left for work. But I got up because I was having some pretty bad stomach pain. Just felt like that intense gas pain again. I was like, I probably need to go to the bathroom. So I went into the bathroom, sat down on the toilet, and I just remember getting these like waves of pain, and it was a little bit more intense than I'd experienced before. And I was also having a hard time going to the bathroom. Like I was going, but it was hard to get it all out. So I thought maybe I'm just constipated. So I sat there for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden, like, I just got this really, really intense wave of pain. And so our bathroom at the time was really, really small. To my right was a pedestal sink, and then right in front of me was the tub. And so like literally I could reach the side of the tub right in front of me while I was sitting on the toilet. So I remember like leaning forward and bracing myself on that and just like breathing because the pain was really intense. And when I am in pain, I get really quiet. Like I know some people yell. I'm more like a quiet person. Even when I was in labor with my kids, I just got really focused and really quiet. And so I did the same thing when I got this really bad abdominal pain. I just leaned forward, braced myself on the tub, and just started breathing and trying to calm myself down. I didn't think to call my husband or anything because I was just so focused on the pain that I was experiencing. And I remember all of a sudden like my vision started kind of closing in around me, or I was getting like tunnel vision, and I was like, whoa. And I remember freaking out for a second, and then that's the last thing I remember. And my husband was sitting out in the living room, and he said that all of a sudden he just heard this like boom, boom, like two big booms. And when he came into the bathroom, he saw me lying on the floor. And apparently what had happened is I'd passed out, I was sitting on the toilet, and because I was bracing myself on the edge of the tub, I actually fell sideways and I hit my head on this pedestal sink, and then I hit the floor. He got in the bathroom, saw me laying there, understandably freaked out because he thought I was dead for a second. I'm just laying there like not moving at all. He runs over to me, tries to get me to wake up, and I'm not like responding. So after like a few seconds of doing that, he runs to the bedroom to grab his phone, comes back, is trying to wake me up, getting ready to call 911. And then I start coming to. And when I come to, I am so confused because the first thing I hear is just him screaming, "Jackie, Jackie, Jackie." And I was like, why are you yelling at me? I noticed that like I was laying on the floor and he was cradling my head, and I was like, oh my gosh, I passed out. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I passed out on the toilet. And I was like, oh my gosh, my pants are down. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I never got to wipe. So that was lovely. And I started to become a little bit more coherent, and I was a little bit more steady. My husband helped me get back on the toilet so I could clean myself up. And then after I was done doing that, he took me to the bedroom, had me lay down and just relax for the day. Obviously he was very worried. I was very confused. I didn't know what was wrong with me. Like after it happened, I was like, oh, I've got a little bit of a headache. My head's kind of sore from where I hit my head, but other than that, like I felt fine. But he scheduled me an appointment, so I went in to see my doctor. The doctor checked my head and he saw that there was a little bit of a bruise on my head, but no signs of a concussion. And after hearing all my symptoms and what had happened, he was like, I think that you experienced vasovagal syncope. And I was like, what is that? And he was like, it's actually really common. He's like, there are certain triggers that can cause the body to kind of like shut down, and you pass out. So like if some of the triggers are just an intensely emotional response to something, sometimes it's seeing blood and, you know, it makes you queasy and then you pass out. Sometimes it's intense pain and you start to freak out, and your body's way of responding to that is just to like reduce the blood flow to the brain, and then because of that, like, you pass out. And so that's basically what happened to me. I was experiencing this intense abdominal pain. It freaked me out. I passed out, and that's what happened. So I'd never heard of this before. I didn't know it was common. It's kind of crazy to think about how our bodies just do that. But yeah, so he cleared me. He's like, you're fine. You know, if you think you might have an intolerance to something, just do a food log and try to avoid those foods that give you pain. And the doctor had explained to me, like, kind of the worst place you can pass out is a bathroom because there's so many hard surfaces. You know, and I'd hit the pedestal sink on the way down, but thankfully, like, I either didn't hit my head hard enough or I didn't hit it I hit it in just the right spot where it didn't do any damage at all. So I'm super thankful for that. But the embarrassing part of it really is just the fact that I passed out on the toilet, and when I came to, like, I was bare, you know, butt in the air and hadn't had a chance to wipe, and my husband had to find me like that. And I was thinking, like, what if he had called 911 and the ambulance had come and the paramedics saw me like that? Like, I know they've seen worse, but still, like, the idea, like, that someone saw you in such a vulnerable state. I was like, oh. Anyways, yeah, that's basically the story. I haven't had any episodes since. I haven't had that kind of abdominal pain since. I've been trying to eat better and just, you know, monitor foods that upset my stomach more. But yeah, that's basically all about the time that I passed out on the pooper, and it's pretty embarrassing, but also hysterical. I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time video. I had fun sharing it with you guys. We all poop. We all have embarrassing stories, so why not share it with the world, right? Oh, I also wanted to mention that I was trying to film an unboxing video for BoxyCharm today, and I realized at the end of it, when I was kind of like looking over the video, that all you can hear in the background are the screams of my children, and it was just really hard to focus on what I was saying and doing in the video, and I didn't want to put your guys' ears through that. So I think what I'm going to do instead of an unboxing video this month is I'm going to do a makeup tutorial using the products I got in BoxyCharm. That way I can give you guys a detailed review of them as well, and actually like applying them on my face and see what I think. So I will do that, so stay tuned because I'm sure that will be coming up very soon. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you'd like to see more storytime videos like this. I'm sure I can come up with more embarrassing stories. I do so many embarrassing things. I don't think it'd be too hard to think of something else. So you guys let me know, and see you in my next video. Bye!